Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll run on first down. Sweet. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
They'll try the left side. Sweet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Sweet. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Set, ready, 54 Mike. There's a party now.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brissett. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Take four, take four.
They'll run on first down. Sweet. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Blue down, blue down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Let's go. My 52. Go. No. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Wild Bill. Hey, check 24. Check 26. Shut up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got Moncrief. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Army. Watch Mike. Hey, here I come.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's hot 52's the mark, boy. 52. Hey, tight.
Brissett again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Here we go,
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
Point A, B, and C.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They'll try the left side. Sweep. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Back at the 29-yard line.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, take off.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
And it's third down.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
52, block 52. Hey, Alpha.
Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
QB's trash. Let's go. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, G. Hey, Foxtrot.
Out of the gun, Trubisky going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On 1st down, Sweet. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, V. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The Broncos' 32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Alert. Check, right.
Now it's Trubisky. And that's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now they try the right side here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12. At the 17-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Third down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the pro bowl, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go! Mike 52, Mike 52. Time to go, night. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Brissett now. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. He's got a man, complete. That's good for 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Sweet, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Crunch time, defense.
Throwing quickly, and this is caught by Moncrief. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Sweet. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Brissett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
We got man. Go. You can choose the Mike. Watch Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A 38-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. He gets this one to Johnson. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Steelers.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go one more. Check.
Now a handoff looking right. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air. But it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it. And now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Brissett sets to throw it. It's caught by Moncrief. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Sweet, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, you got three, three down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sweet. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Trubisky. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
35 to
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. that appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
At the 31-yard line.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Guys, it's game situation.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Also 2 yards. And it's third down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Alert. 18. Hey, wahoo! Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
They'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
54. We ain't giving them nothing today. Check 24. Check 24.
They'll try the left side. Langley looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Mike 52.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And he's got Moncrief. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52.
A second down throw for Brissett. Flush to his right. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On first down, sweep. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sweep. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Now 3rd and 5.
The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
52's the mic. Watch Mike, watch Mike.
I got you.
Brissett. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check, check, check. Full trot. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brissett escaping the press, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. From the right hash in a bit of a tight angle. And McManus able to put it through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Trubisky to throw. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First down, Steelers.
Trubisky now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Let's go. Pick it up, G.
And this is Moncrief for the catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Let's go, D.
Brissett looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, Mike 52.
Now Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Mike 52 right here.
Here's Brissett. And Tate's got it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Let's go.
So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This from 51 yards for the win. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This from 51 yards for the win. And that is no good. And a costly one there, as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Check, watch 54.
First throw in overtime now for Trubisky. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hope for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And to give this time to the tailback. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, 18.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Steelers.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a give, right side. Sweet. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Sweet. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation. Now's their time.
52, right 52. Drop deep, drop deep. 52's the mic, boys, 52. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let a team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive and just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs rolled around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases, heck, for us. We
True.
came here to see a winner, right?
We
Winner
did.
and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Meh.
Yeah, a little bit.
MEH, man. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.
Thank you.